Peggy 18.
Hi, my name is Jim Boone, senior producer on Saints Row 4. We're going to show you some parts of the E3 demo, and one of the first things that you're going to see is one of the early missions and the triumphant return of Ben King. He is your chief of staff.
This is a problem.
It's not a problem.
You alienated part of America.
I alienated crazy people.
You couldn't resist, could you?
Jesus, not you two.
This is a problem.
I keep trying to explain that, but the president won't listen.
Poverty is a problem. Apartheid is a problem. This is just a couple of...
Here's the latest approval poll.
We lost 20 points. We can get them back.
They're at 20 points.
I'll admit that's a little lower than anticipated.
So you agree you have a problem?
Nope, you do. You're the communications director. Fix this.
Can you give me 100% employment?
No.
Will you get married?
Fuck no.
Then I think we're in trouble.
King, can you have this naysayer assassinated?
Not when you say it publicly.
I'm more fun as a gang leader.
We have a country to run. Fun isn't part of the equation.
Where's a septic truck when you need one?
Here you'll see that Kinsey is the press secretary for the White House.
The president's words were taken out of context.
Kinsey, what's the right context for, and I quote, "I'm the patron saint of America. We should probably look into changing the Pledge of Allegiance to one nation under me"?
That's a great question. Jane?
I think we have a problem.
Oh, not you two. How many times do I have
Asha and Miller are waiting for you in the Oval Office.
If MI6 needed something, they would send it up the chain, not fly across an ocean.
They said nobody back home believes them.
Jesus, what's going on?
They think we're about to be attacked by aliens.
I gotta go.
This is serious. You know that Kinsey's been saying the same thing.
When did you start taking Kinsey seriously?
When the people who helped us save the world said we should.
All right, I'll swing by after I...
Hello, humans.
And here we see Zinyak, who's the leader of the Zin Empire.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a time for fear, but a time for celebration. Today, the best and brightest among you will find salvation within the Zin Empire.
I'm smarter than all these people.
Delightful.
Kinsey, no! Protect the president!
I do love your spirit, my dear. I'm Zinyak. Pleasure to meet you. Would you like to join me for a ride? Splendid.
Get off me!
Now it's time for the president to go arm himself, so he's going to make his way to the Oval Office.
I told them we should have a gun every 5 steps. Every 5 steps, I said.
There you are. Thank God you're all right.
You okay? Where's Matt?
Upstairs, trying to find out what's happening.
What is happening?
All out war by the looks of it.
Fortunately, the president is well equipped to be able to handle this threat, with a few modifications to the Oval Office.
I'm meeting up with Matt. I'll be in touch via comm.
Be careful. Pierce, spin! You gotta move!
Shit, players! Save yourself! Fuck that! Save me!
Unfortunately, the president's allies are slowly being abducted. The president's going to have to make his way through to try to rescue them if he can. Here we're seeing more members of the Zin. These are the standard grunts that you'll fight throughout the game. Easy to take out one by one, but in groups they can be challenging.
Leave my country alone! Holy shit, how many of you are there? Bird to Ernie. Activate South Portico defenses. Let's do this, you beautiful thing.
And now we're going to pull out one of our secret weapons, the White House turret.
Come get a taste! Don't worry, everyone loses to me. I'll shoot down every last one of you! What? Blew it up!
humans enjoy leaping so much?
Get off my lawn, you son of a bitch! Didn't count on me, did you?
Well, hello there. Welcome aboard.
Hang you over the fireplace, you alien fuck!
Now, not so fast.
Say goodnight. Wait, what? Ow! Shit!
Did you really think you could stop me?
Shit!
Oh, human arrogance. Is there anything more charming?
Fucking ass! Oh! Gonna
Do what exactly? Huh? Bravado me to death? I'm going to have fun breaking you.
Now we're going to jump forward into the game and show you what it's like to have superpowers. And here you're seeing the player set in Steelport. This is a virtual version of Steelport, allowing you to bend the rules to gain these superpowers. One of the first things we're going to show is one of our new moves called Death from Above, for obvious reasons. Moving through the city with superpowers is a lot of fun. We're going to use that to get to the flashpoint up ahead. Now we're going to introduce a couple of new offensive superpowers that we haven't shown before. This first one is called Buff. Anyone within close proximity to the player will be set on fire, and all the rounds that the player shoots are now incendiary rounds. We're also going to introduce a new ability called Stomp. It sends out a concussive blast that will knock enemies flying. Another one of our fun new weapons that we're introducing is the Black Hole Launcher. And it works exactly like it sounds. Now you're about to see the Laser Sword, one of the new weapons that we've introduced to E3. This is a deadly weapon in close proximity. And if purple isn't your favorite color, there's a number of different ones to choose from, as each weapon has different weapon skins and costumes that you can select.
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
So now you're going to see clusters, and they're scattered throughout the world and are a ton of fun to find. And the best part about these is that you'll be able to use these to upgrade your superpowers, and we've seen people spend hours doing this. With the introduction of superpowers in Saints Row 4, it allows us to have a really interesting twist in all the new activities that we have in the game. And now we're going to see a new one called Blazon.
Made it.
The goal here is to be able to go through and collect the green orbs that will give you a speed boost, while at the same time trying to avoid the flames. It's a very addictive way to be able to navigate through the world. And next we're going to introduce another new activity to Saints Row 4. This is called Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder. The Professor is back. This is a really fun activity to be able to use your telekinesis power with.
The Maven of Mascot Mayhem has teamed up with the Conqueror of Countless Galaxies to create an all-new Genki experience.
Our contestant has gained the power of telekinesis, but they will have to master the power of the mind to complete the challenges ahead of them today.
Our first big addition to Saints Row 4 is the fact that the leader of the Saints is now the President of the United States of America. He has continued his climb to the top and has now become the leader of the free world. And you're seeing him in a virtual Steelport. We're going to touch upon that a little bit later as we continue through this demo. But next we're going to see the President greet some of his people.
I'm out of gum.
I will put my fist down your throat! Peace the fuck out.
At Volition, we've always taken a lot of pride in some of the weapons that we come up with, and we're going to introduce a couple of them to you today. The first one is called the Inflate Array. We like to think that only Saints Row 4 can offer weapons that are as strange and exotic as this.
All hail to me!
Next, we're going to introduce one of the fan favorites from PAX. This one is called the Dubstep Gun. And those are just a couple of our more exotic weapons in Saints Row 4, and we'll be revealing more of those in the months to come. But next we're going to go do a little bit of shopping, so why not take a monster truck to get there? Next we're going to introduce weapon customization. Customization has always been a major feature of Saints Row games in the past, and we've decided to extend that into the weapons now as well. So here you're going to see us take a rocket launcher, and we're going to be able to upgrade this weapon. In Saints Row 3, we introduced weapon upgrades, and people really enjoyed that. But in Saints Row 4, we wanted to take it the next step by giving the players the opportunity to customize the look of their weapon now as well. So if you want to take your rocket launcher and change it into, say, a guitar case, go for it. The weapon will still behave exactly the same way, all of your upgrades will still function as normal, but it just gives you the ability to customize the look of your character that much more.
Get down! Find some cover!
I'm still standing!
And now we're going to show you another one of the big additions that we've made to Saints Row 4. It's our new enemy type. Meet the Zen. This is an evil alien race that has invaded the Earth and abducted the President, along with other members of the Saints. But you're going to see a little bit more of them as we continue on as well, because next we want to show you one of the fun new toys we've introduced to Saints Row 4. We decided that Saints Row needs a mech.
This is gonna be fun!
Mech's an enormous amount of fun to be able to use. It has miniguns, rockets, and jump jets. It dishes out an enormous amount of damage. And here you're seeing it in Mech Suit Mayhem. This is one of the activities in Saints Row 4. We've introduced a number of new activities for players to see, but even for some of those returning ones, we've had fun adding new twists to it, like with the mech suit here. Another thing that we've introduced for activities are multiple tiers of completion. And here you're seeing bronze, silver, and gold level completions. We tried to add a lot more incentive for people who just really want to enjoy the open world. And now we're going to show you another one of our big additions to Saints Row 4. We decided that the President of the United States, the leader of the Saints, needed superpowers. All these moves that you're seeing here are super easy to execute. They're incredibly addictive and a ton of fun. And here you're also getting a really good look at this new steel port. It's a very twisted version with alien motherships, strange alien towers, a lot more verticality in this world. And now we're going to show you a little bit of superpowered combat. So on this other roof over here, you see a number of aliens. Saints Row is always a game about choice, so I can take them out with a pistol if I want to. But in this case, I'm going to use my superpowers to take them out with my bare hands.
I'm still standing!
Again, all these moves that you're seeing here are very easy to execute. They're all designed to make you feel like a total badass. Now we're going to show you another one of our superpowers. This is called Blast. This will freeze anything that it comes into contact with. So if I want to shoot these pedestrians up here with Blast, freeze them solid, I can walk up and shatter them into 1,000 pieces. You can freeze cars and kick them and send them sliding. going to show you another one of our superpowers now. This is called telekinesis, or TK for short. So you can grab someone and just toss them through the air, or throw them against a wall. You can pick up cars and toss them around. It's an incredibly powerful ability. These are just a couple of the superpowers that we're revealing today. All of our superpowers are designed to be used with weapons, and they can be put together in interesting combinations as well.
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
Here you're seeing more of the Zin as well. These are the evil aliens that have come in and abducted the president. We've had a lot of fun coming up with an enemy that was going to be sufficiently powerful to challenge the player with all these superpowers. In just a moment here, you're going to see the Zin's version of their superhero. It's called a Warden.
Let's do this.